Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, April 23rd, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Right now, Raptor fans are probably foaming at the mouth after a few solid first-round games in the NBA playoffs. But hopefully they can save a little bit of that energy to give 2017 Women's Physique International champ Dany Castillo a warm welcome when she rolls into town for the first time next month. 5 weeks out from making her season debut at the Toronto Pro, Castillo and her team are looking like they're starting to position themselves to close hard down the home stretch. You know, for all the craziness we've had so far in the women's physique division, it almost feels like people have forgotten just how incredible Castillo was at some points last year. But sealing the deal with the win there in Toronto would go a long way towards helping to jog people's memories. Now that we just touched on the NBA playoffs last segment, I figured this would be a good time to remind everyone how important it is to have home court advantage when you're up against elite talent. So hopefully 212 monster in training Zane Watson is taking notes. With only a little more than a month to go before round 2 of his season gets rolling, you know that Canada's own will be looking to come out strong as he tries to stake his claim to make a return trip to the Olympia stage for the first time since 2015. Watson put together a really strong performance to start his season a few weeks ago at the Arnold, but you get the feeling that punching his Olympia ticket up there on that Toronto Pro stage would be especially satisfying, given how many fans he'll have there in the building. To paraphrase the famous pop culture icon, Jocko Willink, talk less, do more. 4 words that veteran powerhouse Michael Lockett seems to be taking to heart these days. After pushing back the start of his contest season to recover from minor surgery earlier in the year, one of the real mid-season surprises of the 2017 season is finally starting to round himself into top shape. Fresh off his appearance at the FIBO in Germany last weekend, Lockett decided to touch down and hit the ground running to the tune of a heavy late-night squat session. There are plenty of talking heads out there who had bold predictions for Lockett, who's coming off a career-best season. And now that he's finally back up and running at full steam, let's see what he's capable of bringing to the Open Pro ranks leading up to the 2018 Olympia. When a guy with a handful of pro wins and a couple of Olympia appearances under his belt comes out publicly and says that he feels like he's at his all-time best, well, that's probably the time for everyone else directly in his path to wake up and start paying attention. Last weekend, Juan Morel took the proverbial air out of the room when he released his latest round of updates a little more than a month away from making his annual pilgrimage back to the New York Pro stage. As a bodybuilding fan, hearing that Juan Morel feels revved up and ready to go has to come as music to your ears. And I know we'll all have a whole group of Juan Diesel fans in the building on May 19th who would love nothing more to see their guy come out with the title in hand. According to Google, machinery and chemical products are 2 of the biggest exports fueling Germany's growing economy right now. But hopefully whoever is tracking the GDP these days is keeping an eye on the market now that Ronny Rockel is officially back to the stage for the 2018 contest season. At the end of last year, we started to hear some rumors floating around that Rockel might have been toying with the idea of retirement, despite being in the midst of an incredible resurgence that began at the tail end of 2016. At the moment, we still haven't heard any word about when or where we might see Rockel put his talents on display again, but I'll guarantee you that whenever he shows up, it means the competition better be on high alert, because this guy's coming for the win. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.